All right, let's be honest. Could you eat a little healthier? Could you maybe train a little harder? Well, here is local personal trainer Alana with tips you need to get your body in beach shape. Alana, welcome to our show. You look the part.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah,
I try.
It's so weird because I almost wore that, and that would have been super embarrassing. Yeah.
I almost wore your shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I try not to do too much flannel, though. It doesn't go with the skin tone too much.
Yeah, and then people are like, "What are you, a hippie?"
Exactly. What do we do? We doing tool segment? We doing fitness? What's going on? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can work in that.
Well, maybe we can incorporate a tool segment into fitness, like swing an axe.
Why not?
You know?
Why not?
Yeah. You spend part of the year in LA, and I've lived there,
Yes.
and I know that you want to swing an axe on the highway sometimes.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I've been here for a while, and going back and forth on 95 is actually refreshing. That's how bad the LA traffic has been.
It is.
It's like, oh, it's rush hour at 95, no problem.
And people who've never been to California are thinking we're crazy right now for saying that because traffic here is terrible. But you just wait. Go to LA.
Wait. Hit that 405. Have fun.
Yeah, you'll come back immediately. You'll never stay there. All right, let's talk about getting in shape.
Okay.
You know, beach season I guess is really all year, but you know, summer's coming up, so people want to look great and want to be healthy. You have a cool approach because you and I were just talking about this. You don't have this sort of run 6 miles a day and never eat a carb unrealistic approach, right?
No, I know I just became your favorite trainer after I said that.
Right.
But no, it's so unrealistic, and that's where people fail. And that's why there's such a massive amount of people that start exercising, lose 20 pounds, then you don't see them for 3 months because they're so embarrassed that they've gained 30 pounds back.
Right.
It's like, oh, where's my friend? I haven't seen them in ages. Well, they're crying because they've gained all those non-carb pounds back.
They're just like sitting in their kitchen eating yodels.
Yes,
with the
or the
refrigerator door
Twinkies.
open.
They go right to the Twinkies. They go right to the Twinkies.
Who
and
doesn't
just,
love a Twinkie though? All right, so let's talk practically. So we'll do food, we'll do exercise, we'll do stuff people can do when they're at work all day.
Right.
Let's start with food.
Okay.
What do you got?
All right, so basically my number one thing with food, 2 things. Never cut out one food group. So whenever you hear somebody say, I'm off of carbs, I'm never eating a carb again, and I've lost 10 pounds, smile but laugh in your mind because it doesn't work. And it doesn't work because you're basically depriving your body of its number one energy source. And what people aren't aware of is that your body needs carbs to survive. Your organs need that. It needs fat, it needs carbs, it needs protein. But what is so essential for your body to actually function are the carbs. So when you take that out, it starts to eat your muscle. The first thing it's going to do is when you see people quickly lose 20 pounds, it's because they've lost water weight and muscle. And they still have all that fat, and that's why they gain the weight back so quickly. And the second thing is sugar. That's the number one thing that somebody can do very easily is to reduce the amount of sugar. And the best thing that you can do for that is to go into your pantry, look and see what you have that's been sitting on the shelf for a long time, and anything that has more than 9 grams of sugar per serving, get rid of it.
Great.
And just by doing that, you've already eliminated about 95% of the bad food that you're eating.
That's great. That's a good number because sometimes we look at things and we say, oh, 5 grams, 10 grams, and no one really knows.
Right,
so
9 grams, and it's because your body actually doesn't register anything below 7 grams of sugar, which means it doesn't spike up your blood sugar cravings. Mm-hmm. So when you eat, a candy bar because you're craving sugar, and then 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, you're craving more and more sugar, it's because your blood sugar levels have spiked. So what we want to do is kind of level those sugar levels off in your blood as much as possible. And when you pick that number 9 grams of sugar, it basically will eliminate all of these processed foods that people eat and grab so quickly and go in your car.
Okay, so back to carbs for a second. Mm-hmm. Whole wheat bread versus regular bread. Brown rice versus white rice. Yeah,
people are really set up to fail with this stuff because there's just so many different marketing schemes when it comes to food, especially carbs, because there's so much to know. Basically, what you want to remember is white bread, white flour, white potatoes, fried foods, stuff like that are the quickest things that you can eliminate from your diet. Whole grains are great for your body. If you want to do brown rice with your dinner, that's fabulous. What you want to do is eliminate that bread that sits on your shelf for a month and doesn't change colors. So there's great breads that you can pick. My favorite brands are hemp bread and Ezekiel breads. They actually will translate in your body more of a protein. And another huge thing, gluten-free foods, which is a really big kind of fad right now.
Right, sure.
And what people don't realize is that unless your body actually has an allergic reaction to gluten, which is celiac disease. And you know that because you're in chronic pain in your stomach constantly. It's not just something that happens, overnight. You're fine with gluten. It's not going to affect you.
Okay.
And what you have to know is that when you eliminate gluten from your food, you actually need to have more oil, more fat to make that food stick together. So you're actually adding more sugar, you're adding more calories, and you're adding more fat to your food.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
Let's segue, talk exercise.
Okay.
People work. They've got families and kids and responsibilities.
Right.
And so to go spend 2 hours a day in the gym is not realistic for most people.
It's not.
So what do you tell those people?
Yeah. I tell those people you have to find 20 minutes. Not 2 hours. I'm not asking anybody to get up at 5 a.m. and be at the gym by 5:30 to work out, because that's going to last one day and you will never, ever, ever do it again. And basically what you can do, 20 minutes in your day, either in the morning, if you're a morning person, or at night, go for a walk. Start there. Start with something that is practical, that's not going to shock you, not so much physically, but emotionally. The big thing with people when they start something new is that emotional connection to the outcome. You want to remove that and say, what's just something I can do for today and not look a month down the road, but what's something I can just do for this morning that's going to make my day better.
All right, so if you're just going to walk, what's the ultimate goal with exercise? Is it like target heart rate? Are you trying to perspire? How do you know when you've done enough?
That's a great question. And it depends on the person. It really does. If I'm taking somebody that is more of an athlete, I'm going to have them programmed in with their heart rate, with their calories, interval trainings. If I'm taking somebody who is the average person who's working a desk job that's starting from 0 to hero, basically, move your body. It's not about weight loss, it's about life gain. It's about being able to live your strongest, healthiest life possible and do your daily activities to the best of your ability. So if you're a stay-at-home mom and what you want to do is lose 20 pounds so your knees don't hurt so you can go and play with your kids more, start walking and make that your goal. It's not about spiking your heart rate or burning so many calories. It's about doing those daily functions that really will give you your strongest, healthiest life.
We could probably spend a half hour just on this entirely.
I know.
We're out of time.
Oh, it was
that
fast.
Went so fast, right?
That was so fast.
I know. It was a little 8-minute workout. As we say goodbye, how can people get a hold of you and set up training sessions with you?
Go to my website, alanacole.com. I have several free videos on there that will get you started. You can do them on your iPhone, Android device, doesn't matter what it is. And if you're watching the show, shoot me an email. There's an email link, and I'm happy to train anybody, give anyone a free session on Skype, actually. Get you guys started and do a nutrition plan and kind of get things going.
And may I say, as we say goodbye, now that you've seen this interview, rewind it, watch it again, and do abs the entire 8 minutes.
And squats.
Yeah.
Well, I told you I was going to do, I brought a TRX machine, and we're going to
we
do
are?
a whole thing.
All right, let me start stretching. All right. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I have to go.
You have to
Sorry,
go. There's an emergency.
Too bad. Good to see you.
You too.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
You got it.